Title: On my 45th birthday, I received an envelope that changed everything. On my 45th birthday, I was reviewing a security breach report when the office door swung open. A man in an impeccably tailored suit entered, his movements deliberate, almost smug. He placed a thick envelope on my desk. "Happy birthday," he said, his voice dripping with mock sympathy. Inside were divorce papers, alimony, asset division, full custody. My eyes froze on the final line. "Your children wish to remove your surname." The man leaned closer, as if trained in cruelty. "She gets everything," he said, "including the house. She says you're unstable." I didn't flinch. Instead, I opened a drawer, pulled out a small sealed envelope, and slid it toward him. "Deliver this to your client," I said quietly. He raised an eyebrow, half amused, half curious. He had no idea he was carrying the real birthday gift. By evening, my phone erupted. Her mother, screaming through tears, "How could you know?" Our 25-year-old secret. I leaned back, staring at my own reflection in the dark window. The game had just begun. We met in college. She studied law. I was building encryption models no one else understood. She admired that about me, my focus, my calm. For years, we were the perfect duo. She handled people, I handled logic. We bought a house by the water, had 2 kids, 2 promotions, 2 decades of what I thought was partnership. But comfort is deceptive. The cracks began with laughter I wasn't part of, phone calls taken in hallways, a perfume I didn't recognize. She became distant, then dismissive. Every small thing I did was suddenly wrong. I blamed stress until she started spending nights with colleagues. I didn't confront her, because by then I'd already begun tracing patterns. Chaos always leaves a trail. It began with a misplaced USB, hers. Inside were drafts of legal documents, predated, mapped like prey. My assets, my life, all cataloged. She'd been building her case for over a year, alongside her lover and her attorney. Ironically, the same man who handed me those divorce papers was later in photos I discovered, kissing her outside our lake house. I stared at them, not in anger, but in clarity. She wasn't impulsive. She was calculating. That made it personal. Every plan leaves fingerprints, every secret metadata. She left hers all over her digital life. Emails, deleted messages, old backups, even her mother's forgotten archives. That's when I found it. A 25-year-old file buried deep in her mother's cloud drive, locked with a weak encryption key, the kind a first-year law student would use. Opening it, my pulse didn't spike. It steadied. This wasn't about the affair anymore. It was about what the file contained. A forged paternity record, her mother, her real father, and the name of a man paid to stay silent. Her entire identity was built on a lie. I didn't confront. I planned, step by step. No emotion, no noise, just precision. Step 1, isolation. I transferred joint assets into a trust under my company's digital infrastructure, legally shielded, traceable only through proprietary encryption. On paper, she had drained me. In reality, she couldn't touch us. Step 2, documentation. I collected every message, email, timestamp, and built an evidence chain stronger than her legal case, cleaner than her lies. I left a few breadcrumbs, letting her think I was panicking. Desperate people make mistakes. Step 3, the envelope. I printed a notarized copy of the hidden file, the DNA test, the legal name of her biological father, and hand-delivered it through her lawyer, the same man she thought would destroy me. Step 4, the trigger. I scheduled an automatic disclosure. Copies sent to her firm's HR, the State Bar Ethics Committee, and her family's private group chat. Timer set for 6 p.m., irreversible encryption once triggered. She had spent months plotting to destroy my reputation. I was about to erase her fabricated legacy. At 5:45 p.m., I turned off my computer and left the office. The city gleamed, indifferent. By 6:03, my phone began vibrating, once, twice, then a flood of text calls, voicemails. Her mother, her sister, even her father, the legal one. Panic has a sound. I'd never heard it like that before. By 6:15, I knew the envelope had been opened. By 6:20, the files triggered. By 6:30, her world had collapsed. She called me 7 times. I didn't answer. At 6:47, I picked up. Her voice shook, part rage, part disbelief. How could you know? I said nothing. Silence weighs more than words. Then, calm as ever. You wanted to erase my name. Now you'll spend the rest of your life trying to prove yours. I ended the call. That was when the trap closed. 2 days later, her firm suspended her. Conflict of interest, ethical misconduct, hidden familial deception tied to a 25-year falsified record. The media caught wind quickly. Her mother vanished. Her biological father demanded hush money. Her lover lawyer resigned before his name appeared on the disciplinary board's report. Custody motion withdrawn. Reputation obliterated. My children called that night, confused, scared, asking if it was true. I didn't lie. I said this. Sometimes truth waits for the right moment to reveal itself. When it does, it burns clean. I met her one last time in the courthouse hallway, hollow, stripped of her mask. You destroyed everything, she whispered. No, I said softly. I revealed what was already there. She turned away, trembling. For the first time in 20 years, I saw her without her mask. It's been 6 months. The noise has faded. The house is quiet, but not empty. My kids visit every weekend. We talk more than ever. Sometimes I see her name in the papers, lawsuits, settlements, the slow decay of her fabricated life. I don't hate her. Hate is chaotic, and chaos is weak. What I did was a revenge. It was restoration, correcting the imbalance. I sit on my porch, watching the lake turn silver under the evening light, the same lake where she once promised. No secrets between us. I smile at the irony. In the end, she was right. There are no secrets, only waiting truths. And when the truth finally arrives, it doesn't knock. It hands you an envelope.